Friend! Oh, new friend! Oh, friend! Please be my friend! Oh, friend!
Hello and welcome to Cheap Shot Entertainment. As usual, I am your host, Luke, and we're going to be taking a look back at the action that happened over the bank holiday weekend. We've already done the review of Future 8. We're going on to the House of Pain show that I also went to on the 26th, which was the Sunday, and it happened at Hina Leisure Centre, or William Gregg Leisure Centre, and some big action went down there, including a rumble to determine a winner who would then get a shot at any title they so wished to go for. So we're going to get into that later on. That was obviously the last match of the afternoon, but we're going to go straight into this one with the first match, which was a House of Pain Heavyweight Championship match. The champion is now Paul Malin of the Malin Militia, going against the former champion, the man he took the belt off of, Garrett G. Wiz. And in this one, I only found out about this by going on the House of Pain fan group, that G. Wiz had lost the title. He'd held the title for quite a long time. It does so happen that the Malin Militia held all the titles going into this show as well, which is quite an achievement. I don't think that's been done by a group since Evolution, which is fantastic. So yeah, going straight into it, we've got a House of Pain Heavyweight Championship match to kick off your afternoon. It starts off with Paul Malin hitting the post, couple of slams, G Wiz very much on top. Davey Thompson is also at ringside, causing a distraction several times to the referee, and the crowd get all over Paul Malin on this one, and Davey Thompson for being a loudmouth. He is thrown out of the match, thrown away from ringside, told to go to the back and take an early shower, which he obviously did not. And Timberwolf then interferes on Paul Malin's behalf. Malin gets the pin, and he is still the champion. G Wiz was on top for most of this match. It's fair to say that the crowd was on G Wiz's side for most of it, and Malin and the Malin Militia and all of his cronies doing what they do in the Malin Militia, and that is distract referees, win titles, and just take over House of Pain Wrestling. Excellent match to start off with. Very much a surprise to start off with the House of Pain Heavyweight Championship match at the beginning of the afternoon, but it would lead to the rest of the show, which was also very, very good, and a fantastic way to start the afternoon off at the House of Pain Wrestling at Hina Leisure Centre, or William Gregg Leisure Centre as we now know it. So your winner for the first match, and still House of Pain Heavyweight Champion, is Paul Malin. So moving on to the second match of the afternoon. It is a tag team match, and it is for your House of Pain Tag Team Championships. It is Timberwolf and Alton Thorne. Timberwolf is half of the tag team champions in House of Pain, along with the Tank, and they're part of the Malin Militia as well. He is going into this match with a new partner, Alton Thorne of Hellbound. Conspicuous by his absence is his partner, his usual partner in crime on this one. But two heel guys coming together to form a team to go against Zach Morris and Chop. So the match starts off with a cheap shot by Timberwolf. Timberwolf, fantastic character, did scare some of the crowd, some of the younger members of the crowd on this afternoon, who eventually went up onto the balcony, which I thought was quite funny actually, but then that's just me. But yeah, Timberwolf, fantastic character, great as a heel. I've also seen him as face as well. He played a sort of puppy dog type thing, but Timberwolf works so much better on this one, so keep that gimmick, Timberwolf. Gains the upper hand by jumping Zach Morris and Chop, and then Chop throws Alton Thorne out of the ring, and the match starts. Thorne is then subject to a tirade of chops by Chop and Morris, leading to more chops and a near fall, your first near fall of this match. Thorne and Wolf eventually get back on top with some dirty underhanded tactics. Thorne has Morris in the ropes and he tussles with him, gets him in the ropes. He then kicks him in the tassels while the referee's back is turned. Timberwolf and Alton Thorne win by more dirty underhanded tactics in this one. So yeah, your winners, Timberwolf and Alton Thorne. It wasn't for the House of Pain Tag Team Championships, by the way, because obviously the Tank wasn't present on the show. So it was just a tag team match, two guys coming together on the heel side, two guys coming together on the babyface side, just having a match basically. But it was a good match, good tag team matches here. Both sides had real good tag team chemistry together, and it put on a great show. So you've got Chop. I love Chop. He's just one move, but wow, doesn't it look like it hurts when he does it? You got Zach Morris, part of the Heartbreakers, and then you got Timberwolf and obviously Alton Thorne, former tag team champion with the current tag team champion. So yeah, again, good match. Not quite as good as the first match, but you can expect that from Paul Malin and G Wiz. But yeah, another good match, and so far the card is really, really good. I'm really enjoying myself at this point. Obviously taking notes, taking pictures, getting involved with the crowd, and as this is the third show at Hina, it is starting to get more popular, and people are starting to come down, and people are starting to join in. So if you want to get tickets for the next show, head over to House of Pain Wrestling on Facebook, get in contact with Styx and ask for your tickets. He will put your name on chairs and you pay on the day. It is £5, which is absolutely fantastic, and the next show is on the 14th of October, and it includes some big match announcements which I'll get to later on in the video. So your winners for this one are Alton Thorne and Timberwolf. So your third match of the afternoon is a 6-man tag match. It features the Pro Team, which is Zach Northern and Big Papa Goose, along with John Allens, and Sean O'Shea obviously is on the outside for this one, against Lucas Archer, Hina-born Lucas Archer, Brendan, the 16-year-old prodigy, and LJ Heron, a newly face-turned LJ Heron, who I really, really dig, to be honest. I liked LJ Heron when he was a heel anyway. I think he's really, really good athlete, really good wrestler, and I want one of his t-shirts. So bring out a t-shirt, LJ, if you're watching. So like I say, the Pro Team, obviously loudmouth, talking. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. It was always going to be about the loud mouthing and talking and banter to the crowd, which got the match started when Lucas Archer, LJ Heron and Brandon got the first shots in, and the Pro Team rolled to the outside. Obviously Sean O'Shea is on the outside giving some encouragement. They huddle together, they can see what they're going to do, as LJ Heron and Brendan and Lucas Archer are celebrating with the crowd. Pro Team get back in, they jump them, and the match officially starts at that point. We've got teams on the apron, we've got teams fighting on the outside. Sean O'Shea gets involved. The referee even puts on her jacket at one point to a massive pop from the crowd, which gives you an idea of how different the House of Pain shows are to the Hope shows. More family friendly, definitely. It's in the afternoon. So yeah, like I said on the last part of the video, £5 for a ticket. Get yourself down there. They do shows all over Nottingham and Derbyshire currently, so get yourself a ticket for that. But anyway, we're back on to the match. So after some deliberation and, you know, underhanded tactics again from the heels, it is Big Papa Goose. He picks up Brandon. Says, right, okay, you're now Zach Northern, you're going to kick him in the face. Okay? So he goes to kick him in the face. Brandon ducks and kicks Big Papa Goose in the face, and he rolls out. Spear by LJ Heron, and your winners, Lucas Archer, Brendan, and LJ Heron on this one. Short and sharp match, short and sharp review. Again, another great match, great chemistry, good banter with the crowd. I've got a picture that I will put up behind me of John Allen's giving me, pointing at me and telling me to put my hands down, even though I put my hands up, because it's LJ Heron, you've got to put your hands up. And yeah, I just really enjoyed this show. I was sat on the front row, I got, you know, interaction with the wrestlers. It was great, I loved it. And like I say, it's definitely getting more popular, so get your tickets for the 14th of October. So your winners, once again, are Lucas Archer, Brandon and LJ Heron. But a massive announcement for the 14th of October when they return to the William Gregg Leisure Centre in Heanor. Lucas Archer is having a problem with his old tag team partner, Tommy Taylor, and he challenges him to a cage match. A cage match at William Gregg Leisure Centre. I've never seen a cage match before in a leisure centre. I'm well excited about this. I've got my tickets, and we will be bringing you a review of that show after we've been to it. So 14th of October is the cage match, and Styx definitely made the match. So Tommy Taylor doesn't even get a say in this one. Paul Styx, he says, yeah, I'm going to make the match. I've had enough of Tommy Taylor's antics. I'm going to make that match official. So it is happening. Lucas Archer versus Tommy Taylor in a cage match on the 14th of October. I don't know how many times I could say that. £5 ticket, people. Come on. Get your tickets over at House of Pain Wrestling on Facebook and tell them that Cheap Shot Entertainment sent you. Tell them that Luke sent you, and get your tickets for that show. So we have our first match announcement for the 14th of October, and it involves a cage. So on to the second title match of the afternoon and your first half main event. It is for the Full Throttle Championship. Your champion is Loudmouth Davey Thompson. Second time we've seen him in the afternoon, against Ritmo, the Pirate King, or the Pirate Prince, or whatever he calls himself. But Ritmo is one to watch for the future. He is fantastic. So is Davey Thompson. I like Davey Thompson as well. He knows what he's doing in the ring. He knows what he's doing outside the ring. Just two really good wrestlers putting on a really good show for the main event of the first half. So it starts off with a shoving contest. Knees to the corner. Got a moonsault. The crowd is definitely behind Ritmo. How can you not be behind Ritmo? He definitely appeals to the kids with his pirate music and things like that. And he also does the floss. And I've never heard a pop bigger for a dance since Rikishi. You know, I don't get the floss. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't get it. So yeah, he flosses at the end of the match, which we'll get to as well. Playing to the crowd. Small comeback by the Loudmouth, but he gets the upper hand on Ritmo. Starts beating Ritmo down. Something chronic, and Ritmo can't get any shots in edgeways. Loudmouth Davey Thompson very much on top at this point. Dirty tactics. Again, of course, it is the Malin Militia. Going to be dirty. He comes back. Ritmo comes back. More dirty tactics by Davey Thompson to get back on top of Ritmo. Ritmo then crotches Davey Thompson on the ropes and starts shaking it. Of course, they appeal to the crowd this time because it's more family friendly. Shall I? And it's like, yeah, and then it's a bit more sort of pantomime type stuff. And then Ritmo pushes the ref into the ropes to set that up. Powerbomb by Ritmo as well. Thompson comes back after the powerbomb and the near fall with a great series of moves to get back on top. Tries to hit the fourth, tries to hit a few more moves. Ritmo gets the upper hand again. 450 splash off the top rope, something to behold from Ritmo. Absolutely perfectly hit. And your new champion, and I'm happy about this, is Ritmo. So obviously, having won the championship, Ritmo didn't appear in the Rumble. It would be Loudmouth Davey Thompson that would appear in the Rumble, based on the rules that were set before the Rumble, which is the losers go into the Rumble to get a chance at the star prize, so to speak. So Ritmo is your current full throttle champion. Davey Thompson goes into the Rumble, which happens in the second half of the show. So the first half of the show, great setup. Matches got better and better and better as we went on. Started with a championship match, finished with a championship match. Sandwiched in between were two very, very good tag team matches. And yeah, the product at Hina, certainly, as we go forward, is definitely getting better. And the announcement of the cage match and things like that is just fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to the 14th, the next show at William Gregg. And we hope to see you there. So on to the second half of the afternoon, second half of the House of Pain Show, the Schools Out tour at William Gregg Leisure Centre. It did involve a House of Pain Rumble, which the winner of the Rumble would then get an opportunity at any championship at any time they so chose to go for a championship match and potentially win the championships or championship, because it could be for the tag team championships as well, and move on to become champion, possibly. I don't know. This is the thing about Rumbles. This is the thing about having a stipulation like that. They could throw it out there straight away. They could wait, like they do in the Money in the Bank. They could cash it in then, cash it in after a match. Who knows? We don't know. We'll find out after the Rumble, though, because there was another big announcement as the Rumble finished. So we start off in the Rumble with Riley Nova versus Nate Cole. That's the bicycle guy, who I think is really funny, actually. So Riley Nova gets eliminated at number 3, but after got loads of people coming in first. I think we got to about 9 or 10 before the first person got eliminated, and that so happened to be Nate Cole. You got Stephen Camage, you got Saj Magic, you've got Dave Stevens, BFD, Mike Cave, Roundhouse Steve Vickers, DDA, Timberwolf, Chop, Big Mike, Brandon Brooks, you got Zach Northern, you got Davey Thompson coming back in, you got LJ Herron as well, Alton Thorne, G Wiz, John Allens, Zach Morris, Big Papa Goose coming in at number 20. It's your boy Troy coming in at number 20. So they're your entrance into the Royal Rumble in that order. You've got Nate Cole going out first. You've got Stephen Camage going out next. You've got Riley Nova going out, followed by Saj Magic, Dave Stevens, Mike Cave. And then BFD gets thrown out as well. You've got the Rough House gets thrown out at number 8. Timberwolf thrown out at number 9. And Brandon Brooks gets unceremoniously dumped out of the ring at number 10. You got Chop going out at 12, DDA going out at 11, Zach Northern going out number 13. And Davey Thompson at this point does kind of get eliminated, but he doesn't go over the top rope. In a Rumble, you have to go over the top rope and both feet have to touch the floor. We've seen that many times in WWE. I've seen it personally already this year in a couple of Rumbles that I've been to, and there's been quite a few Battle Royals and things like that. You have to go over the top rope and both feet have to touch the floor. Davey Thompson rolls underneath the ropes and disappears, and only a few people in the crowd knew where he was. at this point. And so you've got John Allen's going out next, Zach followed by Zach Morris. Big Papa Goose getting dumped out at number 16, even though he came in at the last entrant. You've then got looks like Big Mike. I've got here, maybe no, you've got Alton Thorne. Sorry, Alton Thorne going out at number 17 because I've written the numbers down as just happened so quickly towards the end of the match. And your final two, so we thought, G Wiz and LJ Heron. So they start beating up on each other. They shake hands. They show the respect that they've gained for each other over the last couple of months, starting in Beeston when G Wiz defended his title against LJ Heron, which was a fantastic match. And you've got two guys who are at the top of their game and really, really good wrestlers. Going at each other. One runs one way, got a forearm. One runs the other way, got a clothesline. And so it ends up that they're both on the edge on the apron, outside the ropes, on the apron, and they're throwing stiff shots at each other. So you've got both guys fighting on the apron, trying to knock each other off the apron for the win. Neither one can get the upper hand at this point, and David Thompson slides back out from underneath the ring. So that's where he was hiding all this time. Slides out from underneath the ring, slides back into the ring, behind the two guys that are fighting on the apron, pushes them both off the apron, and wins the Rumble. Your Rumble winner on the 26th of August at the House of Pain show in the William Gregg Leisure Centre is Loudmouth Davey Thompson. Very, very surprised by this, but at the same time not surprised by his tactics either. Fantastic match. Another Rumble under my belt as well, which is always good. And Davey Thompson's your winner. So he gets to now announce which title he's going for. Gets on the mic, of course, that's his favourite thing to have in his hand. Announces that he's going to be going for the Full Throttle Championship, and he's going to be cashing in his opportunity right then, right there at William Gregg. So obviously Ritmo comes out to a rapturous applause. Fans very much behind Ritmo. Comes out, he's going to defend his title, he's going to be a fighting champion. Mailer Militia comes out, attacks Ritmo, sends him into the post, beats him up really, really badly. You've then got G-Wiz and LJ Heron come back out to help Ritmo fight off the Militia. And the match has been made. So Ritmo's then got to defend his Full Throttle Championship at 50% probably after the beating that he took from the Militia. So you've now got an impromptu Full Throttle Championship match going ahead straight away after the Rumble. Davey Thompson's nice and rested. He spent most of his time underneath the ring. I wonder if he conducted any interviews or found like Hornswoggle or something. I don't know. But yeah, he's your champion. He's your winner of the Rumble, and he's going to go against Ritmo in the next match, which is an impromptu Full Throttle match. We go into the final match of the afternoon, which was an impromptu Full Throttle Championship match between Ritmo, your new Full Throttle champion, and the previous champion, Davey Thompson. Didn't take long, this match, having been beaten down by the Militia. LJ Heron and G-Wiz do come out and help Ritmo, but not in time enough for Ritmo to recover. Davey Thompson basically just hits. Ritmo gives enough a fight as much as he can. Davey Thompson hits the crossroad, gets the pin, and he is now your 3-time Full Throttle Championship winner. He's now your new and current, reigning and defending Full Throttle champion in House of Pain. So that brings us to the end of the night. Not without another announcement with LJ Heron and G-Wiz involved in this one. knowing that there's going to be a cage there on the 14th of October, G Wiz and LJ Heron have had enough of the militia and challenged them to a tag team match in the confines of that same steel cage that Lucas Archer and Tommy Taylor will be fighting in earlier on in the night. So that has been your review of House of Pain 3 taking place at the William Gregg Leisure Centre in Heanor, part of the Schools Out tour. Your next show is going to be on the 14th of September, leading us to a full weekend. We've got the Grand Theft Autumn in Mansfield on the Friday. We've got the Hope Army trip to Blackpool on the Saturday, followed by the House of Pain double cage match event, House of Pain 4 at William Gregg Leisure Centre on the Sunday. I'm just catching up with what I've already done. So, Lord knows what I'm going to do when I'm back at work, back at school, doing football videos and things. Who said starting a YouTube channel would be fun? On that note, I'm having fun doing these videos. I wouldn't keep doing them if I didn't. Hopefully you're having fun watching them. And if you can find it in your fingers to click the subscribe button and the notification bell, share us with your friends and leave us a comment down below. Don't forget to drop a like as well. And yeah, we'll see you next time. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. So get in contact with us on social media using the hashtag CSE, that's Cheap Shot Entertainment. I've been your host Luke, and once again, thank you for watching and goodbye.